Here's a variety called Pink Lady. This is a later apple that stores really well. It's a very dense apple, great for use in salads, that type of thing. So again, I'm looking for in a plate display 5 best apples. So you're looking for uniformity. You're looking to make sure that they are characteristic of that particular variety. Pink Lady is a little elongated apple, you can see there, or here like this. So that's not necessarily a defect. Color, you know, good color across, lack of bruises, that kind of defect. And so, I mean, this is perfectly colored, good shape, good, again, size necessarily doesn't matter. I mean, you could have large apples, medium apples, smaller apples, but I mean, certainly these are all uniform. So I think I'm going to go 1 here. This has a little better color than this one, so I'll go 1, 2, 3. Just double check they're all Pink Ladies. Red not listed, so that's a 1. Enterprise a 1. Those are ones where there's no competition. York. Stamen. All right, so these are Yorks. So, I mean, certainly well colored. So let's go 1, 2. I mean, those are some monster looking stamens. I don't think I've ever seen a stamen that big in my life. So, yeah, that's typically what they look like. Like I said, that's just some fantastic looking stamens. I guess we're going to have to go 1, 2. All right, Gold Rush is a later storing apple. It's a really nice, it's kind of almost like an heirloom apple. I mean, they should really look like this. This is a little bit, I think this is more true to color, so I'm going to go 1, 2. Of course, we're late in the season for Golden Delicious, and so they're going to be a little bit on the mushy side, even coming out of storage. I mean, this is, you know, you want a golden to be golden rather than a little bit on the green side. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay, the 2 galas. I guess we can go 1, 2. All right, the Fujis. Again, Fujis can get really good color to them. Of these, the ones that are the best colored, I would say, would be this one, followed by this one, followed by this one. 1, 2, 3. Truthfully, it's not going to affect what they taste like. Honestly, these probably taste the best. I mean, just looking at them. All right, so Honeycrisp. Honeycrisp is, I think there's just 1. Honeycrisp is an apple that was bred in Minnesota, so it's not super well adapted to our area, but people love Honeycrisp.
Not me.
All right.
Hope that didn't get picked up.
Ida Red. Okay, so Ida Red. We're going to have to go 1, 2 there. Okay, so these are Jonna Golds. That's a Jonathan by Gold Delicious cross. They're really super great tasting apple. This is, you know, if you see them that look like that, that's, I'm going to go 1, 2 on that. So Jonathan's are an old apple. been around forever. They're both fairly equal. I'll go one. Let's see, what is this one? That's Macintosh. So 1, 2 on the Jonathan. And there's only one of the Macintosh. Macintosh, we do not do well in our area. They are need a lot more cold than we have. So they get a little bit mushy down in our area compared to New England. It's a New England apple. I think we did all these, didn't we? Okay. Alrighty. Let's go do some trays. Now this one's got me befuddled because we don't see Rome's that deep red. So I'm going to probably have to go 1, 2, 3 just based on color. 1, 2, 3 just based on color. Although these are nice looking too. I'm just saying I never see them that well colored. The other thing you get in our area, because we do have some extra heat, we don't get as good coloring on things like like they would in some other areas. This is stamen. Okay, well, again, these are just so well colored for a stamen. Although this is normally what I see them look like. So 1, 2. All right, so 1, 2 on the Yorks. All right, again, Pink Lady, that's again nice long storing apple. I usually keep mine, I harvest them in November and they'll be good through mid spring. And that's just normal storage. They'll start getting a little soft, but they store forever in just normal storage. I mean, you get 2 really beautiful ones here. So, I guess we'll have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you had just a few defects, but they're almost the same with those 2. That just they shine them up a little better. Honey Gold is just one of those. Wine sap's interesting. They actually, stamen wine sap are in the same group. They're essentially an old cooking apple. It's a tart apple, but sometimes they just lump them together because they oftentimes call them stamen wine sap. But so that's just one of those. Red not listed, just one of those. Granny's, that's a nice tray. It's the only one there though. As I said, the defect on a Granny is having a little bit of sunburn, even though that's so minor. But they like Grannies to be entirely green. That's nice. That's only one of those, isn't there? Yeah, so there you go. So there's only one of those. It's only one of these. Yeah. So that's Cameo. So yeah, that rarely do we get delicious that dark. Cameos are fine. Stamen's only one of those. Crimson's only one of those. That's a nice apple. Pretty apple. All right, so let's go over here. Now check that last one there. Does that say Crimson Crisp? All right, well, so we have some over here. So can you bring it over so that we can look at it? We might have to change that. Crimson Crisp. All right, so 1, 2, these are the 4 Crimson Crisp. All right, so let's, also we have some delicious, so we maybe have to rejudge some of them. All right, but just put that up here and we'll look at them. All right. All right. Well, let's do those are cameos, so